And speaking of wars, the UK has announced one too. It's a war on drugs. It will cost the government nearly $400 million. Who will they fight? Drug gangs, they say. They'll also rehabilitate 300,000 drug users. That's the plan. It sounds noble. It's also a smart diversion. How's that? Do you know when the plan was announced? On the same day when traces of cocaine were found inside the British Parliament. They were discovered in multiple locations. A dining room in the House of Lords, an exclusive pub in Westminster Palace, a washroom located close to Boris Johnson's office, and another next to the office of British Home Secretary Priti Patel. Traces of cocaine were found in all of these places inside the Parliament. This was reported by the Sunday Times. It talked about an open drug culture inside the UK Parliament, a culture that Boris Johnson is trying to hide. He claims to be going after drug gangs, trying to rid the country of the drug menace. How about cleaning up your own house first? The report says that the British Parliament is rotting with drug abuse. Both seasoned lawmakers and young politicians are getting high before Parliament proceedings. They think they're untouchable, that they're protected by their friends in the bubble. Now, with their shenanigans out in the open, the question is, will they be penalised? Prime Minister Boris Johnson has refused to clarify, but others have. Like Lindsay Hoyle, the Speaker of the House of Commons, he says this takes priority. He'll raise the issue with the Metropolitan Police this week. He said he'd flagged it in 2019 as well, when he'd just assumed the post of the Speaker. What happened then? Clearly, it wasn't important enough to pursue. Then we have Conservative MP Charles Walker. He chairs the Parliament's Administration Committee. He says the drug issue might be discussed in the House of Commons, and that sniffer dogs might be brought in this week to detect the presence of drugs. Meanwhile, the police have released some figures. And this is interesting. In 2020, at least 17 drug crimes were detected near the British Parliament, 17. And between 2015 and 2018, at least 38 drug offences were reported within the Parliament's premises. So which parliamentarians were involved? This, the Metropolitan Police, is yet to reveal. The controversy is exploding. Boris Johnson is at the receiving end of some severe criticism. He's being accused of trying to divert attention away from parliamentarians. Instead, he's chasing drug dealers and casual users who he believes are the root of the problem. He posted this on Monday. Drugs are a toxic scourge on our society. Attached were some images of him, the Prime Minister of Britain, accompanying police on a drug bust. You must watch this.
Hi folks, I'm here in Merseyside where I've been with the police on a dawn raid to try to tackle some of the county lines drugs gangs that make life hell for so many people in this country. So tackling county lines, tackling the drugs trade is absolutely crucial for our levelling up agenda, and we're rolling up those gangs, we're rolling up the county lines operations, about 1,500 of them already done, putting more money into dealing with them, also helping the problem drugs users, 300,000 problem drug users, to get rid of their habit, as well as coming down very hard on the criminals and locking them up.
Cocaine all over the Parliament, and the Prime Minister posing as a cop. Boris Johnson carrying out raids on suspected hideouts. The double standards are appalling. Boris Johnson's new policies even more so. Under his new war on drugs, users of Class A drugs like cocaine can lose their passports for an indefinite term. This is one of the proposals that has been made. Will this apply to lawmakers as well? Will their passports be revoked? Forget that. Will lawmakers be given a drug test? Boris Johnson's record is only going from bad to worse. He imposes a strict lockdown on his country and then throws parties at 10 Downing Street. He launches a war on drugs and turns a blind eye to the reportedly rampant drug use in Parliament. It doesn't help that on multiple occasions, the Prime Minister himself has admitted to casual drug use. It's worth looking at some of his statements. This is what he said. I think I was once given cocaine, but I sneezed, and so it did not go up my nose. I tried it at university and I remember it vividly. There was a period before university when I had quite a few spliffs. He subsequently denied being a user and has now upgraded himself to a cop on a mission to rid his country of drugs. We'll tell you when he raids the Parliament bathroom. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.